How are you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Yes, we've got more of Rebuild Hungary coming up. But before that, I mean, we got to talk about what's loud. Al Hilal bundling Man City out. I mean, I won't say bundling. It was a 4-3 game. But it's still the biggest result in the history. I mean, it's probably Man City with that team, one of the best in the world. And I was just talking about how they have to be serious contenders for the Premier League title next season. They got bundled out. Now, let's not forget the Club World Cup is really very much a pre-season for most of these clubs because their season hasn't really started yet. And in the case of City, they are getting, I mean, Rangers, Rodri, they haven't played together. I mean, Rodri didn't really play for very long, 60 minutes, I think, and then he got subbed off in extra time. He was brought on and then he was taken off. He got injured again. They're not telling us whether the injury is serious enough, but that Rangers Rodri partnership is going to be something to look out for if he's still around, right? Disappointing, but Al Hilal did really well. I mean, that is they used the speed on the flanks to break them down. Of course, Bono was culpable for some of the goals as well. Yeah, but then again, we have another tactical masterclass from Fluminense when they beat Inter Milan with their low block. It was such a good performance from Fluminense as they took care of Inter Milan, another team who's pretty good at playing a defensive game, but they got found out. In fact, the manager came out and was talking about how they tried different things in the game, switching even to a 4-4-2, but they didn't expect Fluminense to be playing a back 5-2. And it turned out to be a system they couldn't break down in the end. We've got what an array of teams in the Club World Cup. I mean, this is crazy, man. The Club World Cup has got a few teams in there. We've got, of course, we got Man City losing to Al Hilal. That's not news now anymore. Inter Fluminense. We got Bayern. Bayern. Looking at the results, right? We got Man City, Al Hilal. Then so Al Hilal are true, Fluminense are true. We got PSG beating Inter Miami in the last 16. Flamengo losing to Bayern Munich. We've got Real Madrid, Juventus, and Dortmund and Monterrey left. Yeah. So round 16 is going to be interesting. Palmeiras are already true. Fluminense are already true. So one half of the quarterfinal draw is very interesting. Fluminense, Al Hilal, Palmeiras, and Chelsea. Something tells me Chelsea might even... I mean, if this is going to be the time of the upsets, could it be Chelsea going out? PSG, Bayern. Yeah, it's going to be between Real Madrid, Juventus, Dortmund, and Monterrey. Can't see anything. I mean, Mexican side Monterrey, I don't think are going to be. I think Dortmund are going to get the result. But once again, you can't forget that for most of these teams, it is preseason. Yes, and today we're going to be doing our show, basically Rebuild Hungary. The idea here is to set up the nation in such a way that we can have top clubs dominating Europe, and that usually takes quite a while, a few seasons at least. And we're looking to get that done today on the show, and I'm hoping that you guys are going to stick around. Thank you once again for joining me on the show. Hope you're having a good time. Yes, good morning to everybody out there who is waking up in the UK. Yes, I pity you guys in the hot heat. I know it's about 20. I mean, I'm hearing some guys complaining it's like 28, 29 is really hot. No, yeah, okay. 30. I mean, the difference. I empathize with the heat. Here, we are looking at 37, 38 degrees ourselves, but it's high humidity. Yeah, so we sweat a lot. Whereas over there, you've got dry heat, and that's actually more dangerous because you don't really sweat a lot. You need to sweat in that heat, but I guess you guys gotta have to stay I mean, staying hydrated is one thing. Wait, that's good. There are ways to look after yourself, but I hope you guys do. During these really crazy heat wave spells that apparently a lot of people seem to be denying. And they must be living in like they might, I don't know, man. The world is a strange place. Okay, so we're gonna be what? Oh yeah, yesterday did we do anything funky? Did we play funky tactics? I wanted to. In the end, we stuck to the 4-2-3-1. Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna stick to the 4-2-3-1. Just carry on. We got Volante, DM, Libero, two inverted fullbacks. We've got Plan A, Plan B in all our tactics. So we should be fine. Yeah, the system is strong. I like the 4-2-3-1. I like the 4-4-2. 4-4-2 is, if you're gonna play a 4-4-2, you just have to master the art of changing things around. So we're gonna offer a contract to this guy. We have to keep some of these players. Keep them. Most of these guys, unless they've got really good personalities, I'm not gonna bother. Yeah. So this guy over here, Flora. I swear by stars. When I'm doing this kind of long-term saves. The other thing I look for is aggression and work rate, but this can go up. I like his personality. He might do okay. So personality plays a big part in my decision to sign players. Then after that, I look at aggression, and of course, to see whether the attributes aren't too far away. And I mean, this aggression is quite good. So we're gonna don't offer contract. Sorry, lah. Contract approach sign. I'm sorry, he said don't offer. I'm gonna offer. I looked at his aggression. His aggression was quite good. Then this guy, forget it. Barnabas, nice name. Aggression. Where's he playing as a winger? 10-8. Jumping reach 2 is kind of short. Balanced personality. 165. Not gonna sign him. Zoltan Fordo, winger. Very good physicals, but don't get too excited. When they're young, they have very good physicals. I mean, too many mercenaries in my team. I don't want to create a private army, man. I get this guy, no thanks. Thibaut, Kovacs. I'm looking at aggression plus the how much work I've got to do on these players. Sometimes we see a lot of 1s and 2s. I won't sign because there's way too much work. Especially if you're looking at like 2 stars, 1.5 stars, you know they don't have much potential. So you're looking for the attributes to be in the right place, or at least have the right personality, and you're hoping that they improve. And there's not many. I think only some of them are worth keeping. Yeah. All right, and then we got under 19s. We got like a few players here already. Patrick, these are all of these guys coming from the youth academy, I guess. Yeah, so these are all the youth candidates. Patrick Kovacs and Florian Kokos are really the only 2 worth keeping. So we've kept some of these players. So here's a central defender who's got 13 jumping reach, which is good, and he's 15 years old. So contract, I think I've given him a contract offer. Then the rest of the players, we can the personality, but we got 2 pretty decent players coming to. Kovacs is gonna be special. I mean, he's a bit short, but he's got aggression on 19, which is for me the holy grail. Yeah, this is the holy grail. He's got the holy grail there. Look at that. 19 aggression, determination 15. His teamwork is 16, and his is 15. This is the holy grail if you want a player. Yeah, so he is definitely somebody that has got a lot of potential, and we're just gonna keep an eye out on him. Once he signs a contract, I'm gonna move him to ball-winning midfielder straight away, because then we can work on his concept. He's got first touch. That means passing, vision, and decision. It's not gonna take too long. Yeah. It's gonna be quite an effort to keep that player, but we finally got 1 or 2 players that worth what's the word for it? I guess worth pinning our hopes on. Okay, so we got Serafimov. Lion Boy is leaving, so we can basically tell him you don't have to play for us anymore. Got Noster, let Noster play. Oh no, we are playing. This is not a match I want to experiment with. This is Debrecen. Debrecen are a very good team. So we got Kodro, as I'm going to take Kodro. Take Kodro off. Where's Musi? Yeah, Kodro is not. Kodro is basically. We can try him out. I mean, yeah, we'll just give him a chance. My guy is okay. I mean, a better option here would be Zachariasen, but we'll keep Zachariasen up top. 4-2-3-1 gives me an option to play Zachariasen in different positions. He's more dangerous high up the pitch. This is extremely. We're coming out the gate pretty hard and fast with this team. I'm gonna drop it down to balance. There's no need. Pass into space is fine. Counter, and we're not playing out of defense. Yeah, we're not that good. We're not gonna bother with playing our defense. You gotta be. I mean, I do believe that you need to be decent. Hey, Ataman, how are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope your day is going well. Oh, we already scored a goal from a. Oh, we're on commentary mode only. Okay. Immediately we scored a goal. That's fast. Yeah, we should be winning all these games. I mean, I got no excuse if I don't win. But the question is how am I going to win them, right? So we are playing with all these unique systems that we've created. A good work from Varga. Oh, he couldn't finish. Yeah, after this, I'm going to go to a low defensive line. Just sit back, man. Thank you very much for the goal. Boom. No thanks. Now we're not going to push up anymore. Yeah, the fullbacks did these guys did their job. Because the inverted fullbacks are pushed high up the pitch to support the transitions, right? But they're defensive in nature, but they'll still be high up the pitch to support the transitions. Now I can draw the defensive line, they focus on defending. So now we're just going to see out this game. Yeah, easy can peasy. And if I really wanted to see out the game, there'll be let's play see out the game, okay? All right. Pass into space, taken out, mixed, counter, bullshit. That's it. We're going to see out the game now. It's boring. So we're going to try and pass the ball around. And then maybe focus play left and right. I don't think I need that. Yeah, we got Volante moving up. It's pretty, tactic is pretty aggressive. But I don't believe in, like, you know, that little slider of time wasting. I don't use it. I time waste by actually telling my team to keep the ball. Like whole shape. Basically, it doesn't look for counter attacks all the time. It just moves the ball around patiently, probing, and that's like keeping the ball, yeah. And then you're keeping the ball from an offensive point of view, which is great. Instead of just trying for everything, you're just wasting more time. Yeah. And then if you do create a goal scoring opportunity, it's a pretty good one as well. So why is the best of both worlds? Okay, it's good. 2 goals already. My guy is playing well. Cordoba, Serafimo, Podcast, Civic, Politic, I think now we can take players off. We got a cup final coming up. Popov will come off for Vodka. Politic will come off for the young Halmal. And we'll take care of Romy. Romy will come off for Lonka. Who else can we give a break to? I think that's fine, right? Varga wants to score his hat-trick. Poachers, so good a role, man. I love poachers. Bro. Poachers are extremely good roles. 120 goal scorer with a poacher. So, yeah, such a humble role. Zach plays it back to Civic. Civic back to Lonka. The Volante looks, that's a terrible pass from Lonka, but we've got cover. Yeah, so now low defensive line. They got to try and get behind this defensive line. You know how difficult it is? They got to run right at us. No? The players are all back. Yeah, I mean, there's no need to play a high defensive line in Football Manager. If you want to see out games, just go low, man. Okay, Groba comes on. So we got 2 youngsters now. You got a chance to play it. We take off our superstar who scored 2 goals. Let him be unhappy if he doesn't get a hat-trick. Eh? But come on, man. Man City losing to Al Hilal, I can accept. Inter Milan losing to Fluminense. I mean, I was looking at upsets. I kind of felt that Fluminense was going to be an upset match, right? I had a feeling it was going to be because tactically quite a good team. But Man City against Al Hilal, City created a lot of chances but couldn't find the back of the net. Having said that, I still think this competition isn't a yardstick you're going to measure the teams by because it's just a one big friendly. All right, there we go. We beaten Dragon again. Poor team. They always they got whooped. All right, so we now got a cup final coming up. Okay. All right, so our youth team is okay. I know the second team is relatively bad. Our under-19s is coming along. We got a few players now, so we're gonna develop. So hoping this guy signs a contract. Takas, and then we got mentoring, right? We got to check out whether the mentoring it works. I mean, like this guy, you can see that he's been at the club for a long time, right? So nothing has changed yet, right? But some of the others improved their personality, so we moved them out already. Now we're looking at all these other players. So these guys are in the under-19 team. These 2 are in the under-19 team. It's okay, you know. Mercenary still hasn't changed. Christian Takacs, still a mercenary. The private army. I've got my own private army. Colleague, good morning. Syntax, good morning. The meta I see with a lot of creators pass in the space, right? Defense gets stuck in high defense line. There's no such thing as a meta. Lah. It's just, I wouldn't have it. Like, I play, there's a meta also for me, right? Yeah. Low defensive line. Wait till I start do a new video. The meta for Football Manager 26, low defensive line. People are going to do it. Last time I did pass into space, right? Defense, nobody believed me, you know. Then I started doing a video of pass into space. Then suddenly became a bloody meta. No lah, just ignore it. Because there's no such thing as a meta unless you create a tactic around it. Okay? That's as simple as I can explain it. Because if you make a tactic, design a tactic in such a way that you are creating opportunities for those instructions to work, then you got it. Yeah, you can't play that with a poor team. Then after that, they complain about not scoring goals. They complain about conceding goals, right? Yeah. There's no such thing as a fucking meta, lah, you know. I'm tired of hearing that statement. Oh, that's the meta. Yeah, right. Yeah, maybe with a good team. But even with a good team will have no issues, right? I mean, if you're a good team, don't you expect a good team to go camping all over your ass? They're not going to give you daylight, man. Yeah, look, I did the whole Everton winning the league title in one season, streamed it as well. Everton won the Premier League in the first season, right? In their very first season with a low block. Yeah, you can do it, lah. Low defensive line. It's just a Mickey Mouse piece of shit crap, lah. When people tell me it's a meta. Tired, I don't argue anymore. I don't bother. Whatever lah. Whatever floats your boat. As far as I'm concerned, when people come in, there's a meta. All right, okay, fine. Pasca comes in. Okay, so we're gonna have. We just lost Busi. But what a waste. The cup final, no. Tosan, no. Is this Tosan? This is the Tokmak. I haven't played him in a long time. Tokmak, you got a chance to play, huh? Okay. Cup final. Go there. Show you're wanted, so maybe somebody will pay money for you. Gruber. No, you cannot. Cisse. I'm looking like I know what this player is worth or what he's capable of doing. No, let's not forget it. Okay, here we go, baby. Cup final coming up. We're gonna start with the standard defensive line. Chase after goal and defend. Okay, that's what we'll do. Okay, so we go standard defensive line. No need to go high. All right. Okay, we're gonna crack the nugget. Okay, why does right defense have pass into space work? Why does it work? This is a combination that I explained to a lot of you guys, right, when we first came out, and the people going me, why I know it should be pass into space right defense. The reason why it works is this: if you've got roles and duties that have dribble more, and you're attacking a box with a target, that means a player in the box that is moving left and right, or that has moved into channels, or even a poacher. But poacher is a unique role because what you need to do then is to make sure that players are attacking the box. They can be wingers on attack, because they are stretching defenders, and the other winger comes in on their side. So you need these players running at the defenders. When they run at defense, that will draw the defenders out. So as long as you have somebody who's going to move into channels, or you've got like a defender that's a striker that's holding the two defenders together like a poacher, right? So a poacher is going to hold. So that one poacher has to have jumping reach and strength, because that one poacher is going to be handling two of the players. So you create goal scoring opportunities for the rest of the team. And you amplify that even more with focus play. So that's how it works. They all work together. So like focus play, pass into the underlap. Why is underlap being used? Underlap is very simple. Underlap, widest player holds out the ball looking for an inside run. So when you have a player on the one side of the pitch holding up the ball, and you have a focus play, more players are moving to that side of the pitch, and then the winger holds up the ball. Now the winger is going to have passing options, right? But if you have a attacking duty on the other side, or even a Ramdaughter score lots of goals in this game. Right? But most people can't seem to make Ramdaughters work. That's because the rule of thumb is you want to Ramdaughter, if you don't, you gotta create focus play. So it's working for us. So here we are. We're in the semi-final, not in the final. Shit, come on, I thought we were in the final. Got one more to go. Okay, let's go, babies. Really good players. You really need to tell how to play with the attributes and attributes. They're already halfway there. Yeah, they are halfway there. But like, you know, Man City. Okay, like look at Man City, for example. They've got very good players. So why aren't they winning everything? Why? Because they play much higher defensive line, right? Whole shape. Balanced mentality. If I would translate what they do, right? If I translate what they do, their team instructions make no sense. Because with their work ball into box, whole shape, much higher defensive line, high line of engagement, right? And they play very, very wide. Okay. So the problem with this team is because they are trying to get players behind defensive lines by playing high up the pitch, they don't really let teams come out. So when they meet a team that is going to stack the defenders, right? So they're stacking back. They always find themselves struggling to create goal-scoring chances. When that happens, they always leave their flanks open. So it's not meta. 4-4-2 is hands down probably one of the best formations in Football Manager 24. 4-4-2 is hands down the best formation because you can play 4-4-2 in so many different ways. You can play it wide, you can play it narrow, you can play it as you can make it go as a 3-1-6, a 3-2-5. You are definitely you can play with false fullbacks coming in and then the wingers going wide and the false fullbacks coming in. You got one libero coming out. Oh man. The 4-4-2 is so strong, I stopped using it because it is boring me to death now. Because it's too easy, 4-4-2. If you have the players where it will smash a lot of teams. So I've got to be careful. We're playing the 4-4-2. Do you know that the 4-4-2, AI 4-4-2, was the first time in Football Manager 24 where I lost the game 4-0. And I was playing a good team. I got walloped because that 4-4-2 had a libero inside it. It was a very nice 4-4-2. I know it was an AI manager. It was very early in the beta. Yeah. I think you guys, I don't think it was publicly available at that time on the game. Use a 4-3-1-2. 4-3-1-2s are okay. Yeah. 4-1-3-2 is better than a 4-3-1-2 because a 4-3-1-2 you can't use straps as effectively as you can with a 4-1-3-2. Hey. Let's drop it down to positive. Okay, we scored a goal already. Okay, so we just go to positive. That's it. Okay, sit back and defend. Hey, we are already sitting back, standard defensive line. We're not even going up the pitch. All right, let's go lower defensive line. Let's be complete. Like we're not interested anymore. Yeah, we scored a goal. Let's go. Now every day as a player, especially play on the wings in a midfield role. Yeah, that is the reason why. You gotta look at like if you can't play a 4-3-1-2, right? But probably a 4-3-1-2 is this. If you play a 4-3-1-2, chances are you're gonna be it's quite sad, no 4-3-1-2. Or Football Manager right now. The ideal way of having a 4-3-1-2 work is through the middle, right? So you have to play narrow. But the thing about Football Manager is now the AI has gotten better. So they use double DMs wherever they can. So when they use double DMs, right? So your 4-3-1-2 has to do a lot of vertical and horizontal movement, and that's when you bring your fullbacks higher the pitch, so you expose yourself. So the best thing I find that the 4-1-3-2 is even better than the 4-3-1-2 because the 4-1-3-2 can play with trap outside, right? And you don't need to do anything in the center. You just play two Mazalas and you kill the opposition tactic automatically. We did that on the last stream. Remember, I played the 4-1-3-2. Oh, yeah, come on, boys. We're playing low defensive line now. We don't want to play high defensive line. I play positive low defensive line. Yeah, come to daddy. Okay, my guy is tired. We should be winning all these games. Okay. Maiga comes on, we'll bring on SCT. Now Cordoba looks like he wants to go on holiday as well. Play this guy. No stuff for Cordoba. Give Cordoba a break. Okay, alright, 3. There are quite a few teams. Hey, Regainer Wave, how are you, man? Long time I haven't seen you. Hope you're well. Okay, we're good. Oh no, they got a bloody free kick. Come on, don't let them score. Oh man, it's a pen. I wanted to sit back and then we allow a penalty. Berate the team first. If I don't win this competition, I'll be very angry. I took off some of the players already. Alright. I think we can still do it now. That's a fortunate penalty for them. I got a corner now. Oh, why is my team wasting time? Romy, what a ball. Politic, yeah. Okay, we see it now. I told you can play low defensive line. We're not even attacking this team, bro. Like, come on, give me the goal. Thank you very much. We are playing a low defensive line. All this garbage. You don't need to play high defensive line. Okay, done. True. I mean, I got through to the next round of the champion. We got through the qualifiers and we did quite well. We beat Sevilla in the Europa with a low defensive line. Again. I hope the heat wave isn't. I hope you guys are doing okay with the heat wave. The heat wave is terrible, man. For you guys, I've been reading a lot of there's some really terrible stories coming out. I mean, I won't say terrible. It's more like unfortunate events happening in Europe. Utility workers struggling with the heat. Some even passing away. And then forest fires as well, like flash fires. I mean, this is terrible, man. The heat is so bad. I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. I had a lot of fun just trying out mid-block direct style for 4-2 Atletico. It surprised me how solid it ended up to be on paper as 4-4-2. But yep, exactly. You can create a mid-block on Football Manager. You can create a low block on Football Manager. The thing is that most people, this is my personal opinion. Okay, I mean, I don't know if I'm right, I'm wrong, but because I do help quite a few of you one-on-one, right? So I do help guys one-on-one with the game Football Manager. And then when I talk to them, I find out that most people don't understand how a low defensive line works or how important it is to balance your... when people talk about a balanced tactic, they think, oh, it must be balanced mentality or it must have equal duties for attack and defense. See, the problem is that's not what we mean by balance. It means, in Jose Mourinho's own explanation, is probably one of the best. It's like, for him, a tactic that is balanced, as you attack, you have enough players defending the spaces that you need to defend so that your formation and your attack is balanced. So that's what balance actually means in football. So you don't want to, in terms of rest defense. But then again, here, this is where we create, you create goal scoring chances by creating imbalances. So while your tactic is balanced, you're attacking in one way. You need to create an imbalance somewhere else so that you can create an effective goal scoring opportunity. When Arsenal were playing really well, and when I consider them to be title challengers, they were creating lots of goal scoring opportunities, but with a focus play down the right to create goal scoring chances on the left. They were doing this very effectively for quite a while until something fell off. I think they had an injury to the English player, right? So that was a problem there. So, and if you look at Man City and why they are struggling, sometimes when Man City struggles, they tend to, while they do tend to do focus play, a lot of their tactical system changed with Erling Haaland. So now they have like a point man, and they gotta move directly, and they attack in such a way that they leave wide gaps on the flanks, which a lot of teams have learned how to exploit. So yeah, you gotta look at it, no. But even if you get fast defenders, even if you get slow defenders, it's fine. You can play a low defensive line. You don't need to play a high That's because some joker out there said, hey, the meta is high defensive line, so you need to go and get defenders who are fast. Yeah, if you play in a competition with somebody else, let's say you're doing a versus mode competition or you're playing a draft mode competition, that makes sense. Yeah, because everybody's going to get really fast players, so you're going to lose out, right? But even when I played versus mode with somebody else and I did a draft match with somebody else, I actually played a low defensive line and a low block against his fast team, and I still won the game. Why? Because if you understand how to set up a low block, you'll be fine. But it's unnerving, I have to admit. It's very unnerving, man. It's freaking unnerving, no. I tell you, sometimes it works. Yeah, then you go because it's less stressful playing high blocks. Let's just face it. If it was me as well, I'd rather go into a game and play a high block, right? I would play a high block because a high block is less stressful. Which team had an injury to an English player? Wait, wasn't Arsenal their right winger? What's his name? Arsenal lah, they got their right winger, the next English superstar, whatever his name is. What's his name? The guy on the right flank. He's an Arsenal player. Hey, Thomas Partey is not going to be an Arsenal player, right? Next season. Saka, correct, that's it. Thomas Partey is gone. Or they want to extend their contracts. Hey, Arsenal cannot make money from their players, is it? I mean, what happened the last couple of seasons? They got Emil Smith-Rowe. How much are they selling for? 26, 27 million. I mean, they don't really, their inbred, their talent from the academy, they don't seem to be making a lot of money from them. Like, other clubs do, right? I think this is one area of the game that they're not really doing well. Oh, wait, whoa, we were playing balance. Standard defensive line, drop it on. Okay, that's fine. Standard defensive line is fine. I don't want to play too high up the pitch. You're playing away from home. Standard defensive line will be fine. I mean, here I probably change this role into, if I'm playing poacher, you know what that means, right? I want everybody to get into I want this guy to support and bring the others into the box. That's what a poacher will do. When he's one-on-one, he'll link play up. Sometimes he's draw. I see what he does. He links play up, gets everybody up the pitch. That's what a poacher does brilliantly. One of the best roles in the game. Especially if you want to create that kind of a tactic where you want others to score. A lot of players will get the good goal scorer where you play a poacher because the tactic becomes very different when you play advanced forward. That's why. And I still don't understand why people, if they have an underdog team, they want to play advanced forward. I have never understood this though. It's like every Tom's dick, which is Harry, wants to go out there and put like underdog team, I must play advanced forward. I'm like, what the fuck for? What's wrong with you? I mean, like, if you play an advanced forward, your attacking transitions are very fast. And that's even before everybody's in the final third. No, the ball is just going to go in and boom, it's going to be a score. Gonna score a goal. But if you play with a poacher, right, and you're playing an attack, let's say you play high defense. Okay, assume you play a high block. Okay, let's say you play a high block. And I want to devote 4 players to the attacking transition, right? Then choose a role that will link the others up. So while an advanced forward is good, an advanced forward is brilliant in a mid block or low block. They are brilliant because you go from back to front very quickly. Advanced forward and target forward. Oh my God, 4-4-2 is glorious, man. So yeah, I think good lah. I like playing this guy. I think I'm really enjoying. I've enjoyed the match engine for FM24. So for me, when FM26 comes out, I'm going to be very like, oh, shish kebab. Oh, that missed. I'm going to be like looking at a new match engine with a magnifying lens, man. Arsenal's highest transfer was Chamberlain. That's it, no? That's one player. That's like Gerald Kwanzaa for Liverpool. I mean, probably more lah, But speaking of transfers, Liverpool could lose Harvey Elliott because Harvey Elliott wants to play for England, the senior team, and he's never going to get the chance if he keeps on playing a bit part role with Liverpool, right? So there's a very strong possibility Harvey Elliott is going. Okay, Luis Diaz is not happy at Liverpool because he wants more money on his contract terms, and Liverpool aren't prepared to shell out because we already got the second highest wage bill in the league, right? So Luis Diaz might get tapped up by Al Hilal or PSG. Going rate 78 million. Ibrahima Konate does not want to play for Liverpool next season. He said, I'm leaving on a free. So Liverpool are looking for 40 to 50 million for Konate because they can't get anything more for him. And next season he's going to go on a free, right? So some very Liverpool looks like next season all the Liverpool fans are probably going to have to get used to okay. And we like I'm get very worried when a team signs so many players, needing a lot of time to gel. The good thing is Florian Wirtz got in early. Okay, so we're going to bring Lonka in. Politic will come off. We'll get Adam. We're gonna bring some, undo. Why halftime coming up, an idiot? Okay, wait for halftime. All right, dressing room. I'll take some of the players out. Zach will come off. Zach is playing on the wing, on the right, so we'll bring Almal on. Then Lonka, I just take him off. Yeah, all right now. That's cool. Idiot. The substitution actually happened during the game. All right, that wasn't too smart. We got a 2-0 lead, and we're playing away from home using a low defensive line, right? Yeah, standard defensive line, balanced mentality. Is easy can peasy. Yeah. We just depending on this 4 to attack and this group to help us defend. And then we're using this combination, which gives us a back tree, so to speak, right? It's a bit risky against this setup, but they're playing a DLF and AF, so really I only have to worry about this 1, 2, 3 guys. Cordoba will take him off, and then we'll bring on Noster. And then SCT will come off and bring Haibam. Okay, that's it. We'll see out the game. And now we're going to see out the game. Yeah. Mix. No work burn to box in transition. This is what I call seeing out the game, baby. Yeah, you can add time wasting too. João Pedro has been confirmed. Yeah, Chelsea. He'll debut against Palmeiras. Yeah, I think it is a good signing. They're looking for more strikers, but they're looking for striking options in front. João Pedro is an interesting signing, but I don't know. João Pedro, isn't he a bit more of a he's not like your typical number 9, right? So I'm going to be interesting to see how they deploy him. He scored a fortunate range goal. Oh, no. Wrong combination in midfield. Oh, my goodness. I didn't notice this. This guy can't run up and down to save his life. The other guy can. No, this guy cannot. This guy cannot run up and down. What a mistake, man. We could have lost the game. But second half was terrible, right? We won a loss. Why Konate wants to leave? Because Konate wants to leave because, like all players, they want to... Okay, let's just be realistic. All players have a shelf life. A short shelf life, right? And then when you got the likes of Ronaldo and Messi making 1 million, probably making, I don't know what, billions playing overseas. So they're looking at getting more money, and clubs, and then if like Real Madrid, the way they pitch themselves is they tell the players, why did you come and play with us? Because you don't have to sign. We don't have to sign the big transfer contract. We can give you more higher wages. So they amortize the wages over 5 years, right? So something like that. So, or 7 years in some cases. In his case, it's probably going to be a 7-year contract. So, yeah. And he gets more money. He gets to play, gets more money. So, and they know they can't really expect clubs like Liverpool and them to pay. So the top players will go to Real Madrid because that's how Real Madrid have been pitching themselves. Ultimately, it's about money. Money makes the world go around for these players. Even Luis Diaz wants to be paid the moon and the stars at Liverpool. Liverpool are not going to do that, right? Because already they have the second highest wage bill in the land. Luis Diaz most likely is going to leave. So Liverpool could have like a starting 11. Nobody's going to recognize next season except for Gravenberch and McAllister. Joe Gomez is surprisingly one of the most loyal players I've ever seen. I mean, that player could have been England. I mean, he did represent England, right? So Joe Gomez is about the most loyal for life. I think every Liverpool player is like, oh my God, Joe Gomez. They're gonna put a statue of him out at Anfield one of these days because he loves the club. So players are gonna go. Yeah, they're gonna go. Short shelf life, what to do? Everybody, they all want their own, they all want their own yachts. They be able their own mansion in Monaco. They all want Gordon Ramsay to cook dinner for them. No name Madueke, a lot of players are leaving. Yeah, this season it will be quite funky. Okay, so we've got Civic, Polity. We're just doing this now, man. We're playing a standard defensive line, just wrapping up the season. And not losing any players with injury, I guess. Yeah, Musi, he's coming out of an injury, so we'll give him a training and we get additional focus, general rehab. Send him to the masseuse. Shirley Fortune Bassi also sending her, sending him, sending her, sending him, sending them to the masseuse. Yeah, baby. Top Mac. Oh man, Top Mac. I promised you a game, right? Feel like such a disappointment. Top Mac has been wanting to play for so long, I keep denying him the chance. Yeah. Better get him to play. Otherwise, he's not going to forgive me. Keenan Kodro. Oh, the Adama Traore should play. The inferior Traore. There was one and only Traore. We don't even have him. Yeah, I know. Martin. It reminds me of Martin Kelly. Does. I think Liverpool are going to be facing challenges next season without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, looking at the team, right? Who do we see there? Because Florian Wirtz, where's he going to start? Nobody knows. Probably in 4-2-3-1, probably in the center. Then we've got Cody Gakpo, who's most likely going to be starting on the left because Luis Diaz is leaving. Okay. So then we left with a strikers problem. So, okay, Jota might go back up top, or Jota could be playing on the left and Cody Gakpo can go right. Then we got Mo Salah playing on the right. What else have we got? Harvey Elliott is leaving, so there ain't a right winger anymore. Ben Doak might be leaving, so that goes Ben Doak too. Okay, then we look at midfield, the only place that has not changed. Gravenberch and McAllister. Yeah, thank you for continuity. And then we got Endo, the loyal Japanese. Yeah, thank you Wataru Endo for not leaving too. Okay, so we got the three of them. Of course, Liverpool has some youngsters coming through the ranks. Some of them are pretty promising. There's one former Chelsea wonderkid in the Liverpool ranks, and he thinks that he's going to win a Ballon d'Or. I can't pronounce his name. He's only 16 years old. So one of these days, I'm going to learn how to pronounce his name. All I know is some of the letters like N, G, H in his name lah. Okay? So, Syntax, that guy is not a local talent, no. Syntax, this player, they poached it from Chelsea. Chelsea was so pissed that he left for Liverpool. Chelsea, John Terry was saying this guy is a generational talent. So now Liverpool poached somebody as a generational talent from Chelsea. He might get a chance to play. You never know. Yeah. So Liverpool are going to have quite a few issues this season. I remember a couple of seasons ago when Nottingham Forest signed all those players and I went like, holy cow, they're not moving out of the relegation zone. We could have a problem this season. All right, let's drop it down to balance. Let's dial it down a bit more. We've got a few players here like, on yellows. Well, let them play. Make you good. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai is not a ball winner. But I won't be surprised. This is like Arne Slot's. Arne Slot now he's got a rope. No? He's drawing his own rope to hang himself with. Because Liverpool are bankrolling Arne Slot like there's no tomorrow, man. So there'll be a lot of pressure on him, to perform this season, to get his team to basically. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a challenging season for Liverpool. But the best midfield, I still say, Reindeers and Rodri. We're playing a simple game of football today. Popov comes inside, looks for opportunities, goes wide because he sees Nan. Civic puts it back into the area, and Keenan Kodro scores a goal. Look at us, man. Playing a standard to low defense, like playing balance, doing everything we need to do to create the space. And then when it doesn't appear, we've got a crosser of the ball to Kodro, who just stands up and hits the ball into the empty net. As far as I'm concerned, because the goalkeeper fell, did a Bono. And that's how Bono played in the Club World Cup. When Man City lost to Al Hilal, right? You should go and watch the game. Highlights of the game. Because it's on DAZN, right? And DAZN has got James Alcott as the host. You can stream it anywhere in the world, right? You can watch the highlights there. DAZN. DAZN. I think, yeah, it's over here. There you go. You can watch it here. It's quite fun. Hey, James Alcott. Look at that, man. Yeah, so they do an analysis. They're trying to do I think they're trying to bring in some deep analysis into this game. You can see, this is the Fluminense game where they and Inter Milan. Yeah, yeah, it's on DAZN. You can see the whole game now. It's free. The Club World Cup is free, right? Yeah, free to air. You watch it anywhere you want. All right, so we are. I think we are gonna swap the title. Pushkash Academia is. We have to. Pushkash is the one annoying team. Let me see. We had a problem against them before. Yeah, we drew against them away. So let's make sure we beat them this time. No one stands in our way. I mean, we're going for a title. We see we steamroll over them. And there we go, baby. We're going for the cup. Ting tong, ting tong, ting tong, ting tong, ting tong. Okay, who do you think? Okay, honestly, right now, right? All the Dominic Szoboszlai fans. Bajtic is coming back. Whether he fits into the team, hard to say, Intane, at the end of the day, it's going to be up to Arne Slot. I don't think he's actually seen Bajtic play for him, so he doesn't know. I think if he brings Bajtic in, it could be quite an interesting revelation. I like Dominic Szoboszlai. I think he's a team player. He works really hard for the team, and I want him to stay. Yeah, I am a big Szoboszlai fan too. But the problem is, this Liverpool team and the way Arne Slot manages, right? You got to deliver for him, as in assists and goals as well. So just kind of have like high work rate. If high work rate was a measure of a player's contractual value, Darwin Núñez would be a starting player in the 11. Yeah. But Darwin Núñez, you can't fault him for his desire, his work rate. All right, here we go, babies. Let's go. Another game. All right, we're going to come back to... why are we going to play so aggressively? All right, standard defensive line here, baby. We play standard. Who needs to play high defensive line? Hey, you're not a phenomenal team. No, Slot haven't. They're not looking up. They probably think that they have players in the club now. Yeah, they have a few youngsters coming through the ranks this season. Oi! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Okay, we don't shot berate. When the goalkeeper makes a save, you try not to berate him. If they concede a goal, we get a finger on the trigger. I'm gonna miss this though. When FM26 won't have these berate shots anymore, right? They are my favorite thing in the whole wide world. There are a few up and coming Liverpool youngsters, but whether or not they get a chance to be in this, I mean, okay, let's face it. Arne Slot, just like Pep Guardiola, doesn't like a big team. I think he only wants like about 15 players. That's it. For him, that's it. He doesn't want any more than that. He doesn't want to rotate. He doesn't want the headache of rotating players. And if Konate goes, right, Guehi is going to... And I think Liverpool might go for Jorel Hato as well. The Ajax, I actually like him a lot. Yeah. I think Jorel Hato could be a Liverpool player. They want a player that they can develop. A second half again, we are looking at... So do we want to score goals or not? No, right? We're just going to sit back and enjoy the game. Let them all come at us. Okay, we're just going to be one of those negative 4-2-3-1 teams. Play low defensive line, frustrate our league. Because we don't need to go around whacking people. Let them come at us. We lose a game here or there, c'est la vie, such is life. Okay, what have we got now? 64th minute, we're going to bring Lonka again. What a name. All right, just one substitution. Let the rest of the players go. Oh no, I wanted to come off too. There we go. That's Popov. Got a chance to play Serafimov. Sounds like a character from World of Warcraft. Civic. Lonka. Hey, I actually met a guy last night. Right. So I met this guy. His name is Lothar. So my first reaction was, did your father name you after the World of Warcraft character? Because there's a World of Warcraft character called Lothar, right? Then he said, no. This is my father. I am aware of the World of Warcraft character called Lothar. Then he said, no, my father named me after the German player. I said, what? Lothar Matthäus. Oh, wow. Your dad knows his football, man. Ame Goja is coming up. Let's put him on. Traore will come off because he is not 100%. Okay, that's it. Okay, we'll see how this game take a draw. I'm not going to push anymore. Yeah, we're just going to make sure that other teams can't score against us because we are playing a standard defensive line. It's going to be hard for them. We just clean shitting our way to the title. Puskas Academy are now very happily telling all their fans, we're the only team not to lose against them. Who says Ramdauters don't work? Play the cup game, sub the winger for more creative player. Play like Ramdauters. Yeah, of course. Ramdauters work lah. Hey, did I drop to second? Wait. Am I taking it too easy? No, I'm 7 points clear. I thought I dropped to second for a moment. No, I was about to get a heart attack. Ramdauters score a lot of goals, Football Manager. Just have to use focus player. There's no such thing as a role that doesn't play well on Football Manager. You just not need to do it. Like, people say Anchorman is a terrible role. I'm like, dude, seriously? Why? Anchorman's work. Liberos work. No-nonsense central defenders also are a very good role. Right? You can actually create a tactic, right? And then don't... If it was me, right? Don't ever get ever caught up in this... Like, there are some people out there, okay, who will write, DLP, libero, ball playing defender is a very bad combination because you want a libero with the star. I'm saying, dude, if you get a libero with a DLP and a ball playing defender, they can pass the ball around each other and any one of them can play a long pass. Better, right? But you put libero, one DM, one CD or NC or CD, right? Okay, what? All of them gonna look for the libero to pass the ball. Like, dude, isn't it more obvious that you should just mark the libero or hard tackle the libero? This is something makes sense. The NCB is a good role, no? I used the NCB in I used it here, right? Okay, this is my 4-4-2, right? So in one of the games I was playing, right, I actually had this set up. I actually played this guy as an NCB. So if they beat because the libero is in front, right? And this guy couldn't pass the ball to save his life. Okay, so all I did was, there's no play or defense, right? And then what I did is I have this distribution of ranks, right? Then what I did was I turned this guy into a target forward, advance forward. He created a goal. He created a few goals on this position. He just hoofed the ball up. Brilliant. It worked. NCDs are a good role. 40 meeting. Oh, damn it. PSV won Romy. His contract, I got him until 27. I kept him. One of the few players I really want to keep. Okay, here we go. It's the Magyar Kupa final. Yeah, cup final coming up. All the fans are crazy. They're all at the stadium singing songs and dancing away because they expect to win. Yeah, you're right. Never ever look at the role and judge based on the role. Yeah. Because the game plays to attributes, not to the role. The role, think of it this way. Okay, when it comes to roles, the game plays to their positioning and the way they pass the ball and move, right? Or rather, the way they move and their positioning. Okay, so a poacher will always drop and link up with players. Pressing forward will always try and jump between the channels, right? Advanced forward will always move behind the defensive line. So if you understand how roles move, then when you play a player with a certain attribute dispersion, sometimes that player, he will bring his own flavor to that role. So this is how you should look at the role. This is how SI designed the game. Attributes are meant to enhance the flavor of a role or turn it into something that is quite stupid. Can you imagine if you play a deep line playmaker and then he's got 3 for passing, 0 for positioning, terrible off the ball, then he's gonna play to his attributes. He won't play like a playmaker anymore. So yeah, there's a lot of things in this game. Alright, let's go. We got a cup final, man. Let's stop talking about football and it's just so boring. Okay. Alright, guys. listen, we're here, we're going to win this cup. So let's play on positive mentality. Let's be a bit positive about this. Okay. All right, let's go. What? No high defensive line. We're all staying back and defending. What? No. Believe me, we're gonna do the same thing that we've done the whole season, which is let's not be looking to punish all these teams. We want them to be our friends. Would you say are the best roles for 4-2-3 and DMS? I don't take into account what team you have, just pure roles you prefer most. The thing is, I know that people out there like the DM combination, right? I actually like the Libero DM Volante combination. Because I can create like a back three, Libero comes up, forms a 2, Volante comes up, I get a 4 and a 1. And these 5 become my principal goal scorers. And this guy, if he's creative, he's like a double playmaker here. So you got 1 here and 1 here. So these wingers can become goal scorers and this poacher. So basically what I've created is like a system where it's got a 3 here, a 2 here, with a creator in the Libero. And then I get this guy moving up, right? And this guy shoving to the right. So I got 2 playmakers either side of 2 wingers. So it's like the 3-2-2-1 that what's his name is trying to play. Ruben Amorim is trying to play. And then anytime I can change things. But of course, the easier way of playing this formation is probably fullback. For most people, it's fullback. But I like this because I can get the wider players acting like players. So I get these guys here. See what I mean? Got Politic here. We got Zachariason here as a playmaker. This is a striker. This is a Volante coming in. So it's like if he can become like a playmaker. This guy is like a playmaker. So these two. So we got see how our playmakers are positioned. 1, 2, 3. We got all these fellas all looking to create goal scoring chances, right? Winger coming here, poacher coming here, winger coming here. So this is what I like about setting the system up. So he's playing like a playmaker. He finds another playmaker and he goes on to score a goal. It's a system that Ruben Amorim is trying to perfect with Manchester United. But they use like a back three. So I've taken the back three idea and the back three idea, and I've put it using a back 4 on Football Manager. So that's the way I like it. This is the one I would prefer. If you wanted to know the truth, the 4-2-3-1, the one I created, which was autopilot 4-2-3-1, was the double DM, right? So the other one is a double DM. Okay. But there's another one that I do. I'll make it for you guys. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so not here, not this one. We use this. Okay, so in this one, I will probably create it like that, right? Okay, so in the first version I created the guys coming up to create those. Now this is a different one. This is even more crazy. So we got advanced playmaker on support. We can play these guys a poacher, which is actually my favorite. Then we've got 2 wingers on support, or you can play them as a winger on attack, but depends on what you do with these 2 guys. Okay, now what we have is a fullback on attack and a fullback on attack. Okay, this guy is one of them is taking a few risks. I always do it because I want to create an offset. Take more risks. I want to create what is I call an offset because this will affect their positioning. All right, so then we got 2 ball playing defenders. Every day from Sunday, I'll always play ball playing defenders. Okay, done. Now these guys are actually playing as no mark tighter. Sit narrow cut inside the ball. They are playing as playmaking fullbacks now. Then I'll go out there and sign players who got passing vision decisions. So now what happens? These guys will end up in these positions. So guess who my playmakers are now? So I got this guy and this guy. So I get my triple creative force again. So I got one guy here, one guy here. So this is another way. But to get this to work, you need to do this. You have to play really narrow. You can play low crosses, right? Defense, then you got to do this, and then you can do that, and then counter. Okay, you can play counter, press counter if you want. In fact, if you don't have a good team, then I'll suggest doing this. This way the flanks, high press. You can, okay, now, this is the interesting thing. How high you want the fullbacks to be supporting attacks is here. So if in this case you want higher because you want the fullbacks to be playing a very aggressive part in this tactic. So that's how I create it. So it's something like that. This is another 4-2-3-1 I like. This is the first one I created now when the beta came out. Okay, we got Traore. Romy is playing here. So let's move these guys around. Politics come playing here. Zach is playing here. Cordoba, Serafimo. Okay, let's go. So we got the first goal in the cup final. So Popov now to Maiga. Again looking for Cordoba, and that's Romy is free. But what a ball. Oh, almost. Almost. Okay, that's ours. No, it's not. Zabo. Oh, yeah, the Zabos. There's a Zabo that's actually quite good. Oh no, Kodos. Nice work, Traore. Good defending from the boys. They got a target for AM, inside forwards. They're playing underlaps. When I see two wingbacks with two inside forwards, there's 100% chance these tactics are playing an underlap. So they're gonna hold up the ball. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a bit more. The tempo is gonna be a lot higher. Okay. And I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna go mix cross. I'm not gonna work ball into box because we can. They're gonna leave space. If they lose the ball, I want to hit them. They're definitely playing underlaps. Yeah, I see wingbacks and two inside forwards. 100% they play underlaps. Okay, first half. Okay, we got a result. Okay, so I'm still playing standard defensive line because I don't want my players to be, I want them to ease. Yeah, have a good time. Dressing room, let's go. We're halfway to a trophy, man. Actually, with a 4-2-3-1, right, you can actually do a focus play on one side. I don't have like what's the best 4-2-3-1, right? Okay. It depends on my mood and the players I have in my team. Let's say if I have a striker or if I had like a player like a Zlatan Ibrahimovic, right? Or I had a player that I want to see him get like 140 goals, then I'll create a tactic just for him. A Raumdauter based tactic with a focus play on one side, and then I'll play a Raumdauter. So it depends on what my feeling is in the game. So I won't say that I have like this is how I have to play the best tacticals. This is the best tactic. No, I'm like driven by the players and what I want to do with those players. Yeah. So there was one save I had where I had a player on this side, that I wanted him to score all the goals, right? I just wanted him to score 140 goals that season. So what I did was I created a tactic just for him. Yeah. So I did a focus play on the left. I did everything. I had a poacher, a Raumdauter. People say Raumdauters and poachers don't work. I beg to differ. Raumdauters love the fact that the defense is being held by the poacher. People overcomplicate the tactic by saying, I need a role that will draw the defenders out so that the Raumdauter can go behind them. Why it works so hard? Just tell a poacher to hold the defender's hands. The defenders aren't going anywhere. The Raumdauter will just come in and smash the ball. Because by then it's too late for the defenders. So it's all about what you want to do. I love Raumdauters. Raumdauters are such magnificent goal scoring machines. Popov out to Maiga. Maiga comes in. Okay, good. Cordoba. Hey, see, look at that. My playmaker. See, 1-2, and my libero. See this trip, so they can create, so I can go anywhere on the pitch with this 4-2-3. Oh yeah. Yo, it's gonna go in. It's gonna go in. It's gone in. Second goal. Too easy. This only thing, whenever I play a poacher, he's got to have jumping reach. He has to have jumping reach. Because he's going to hold on to those defenders, right? People are going to come in and score goals off him. He's even better than playing a target man. They got a player sent off. Poor thing. 63rd minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done the double. I think we're on the verge of doing the double. No trophy presentation. Terrible. You don't go like, oh, well done. We've done the double and it's like, that's it. Wow, there's no like big trophy, nothing, no. With fullback DM or Volante set up like you is it okay that winger on support? No, I won't play IF. Why would I want to play? Okay, Yes, you can. I wouldn't. Okay, the reason is, okay, why do I use a poacher? Because I want everybody to get involved in the goal scoring. Okay. I will never touch an advanced forward at a 10-foot pole if I want this guy to score. If I want this guy to be a goal scoring, like I play inside forward, I'll never play advanced forward because then the transitions are too fast. I mean, you will get a lot of goals, yes. You'll be able to play. You're always running behind defensive lines. But I still would play poacher or pressing forward. AF is not. I don't like to play advanced forwards. The advanced forwards are okay. They're not bad. They're not a bad role. Yeah. I just play them more in mid block tactics. I like mid block tactics. Yeah, mid block tactics can be quite fun. Ladies and gentlemen, the title is RB, which, I mean, honestly, right, we have to win this title. If I don't win this title, I might as well quit Football Manager. We're messing with tactics all the way, but yeah. Changing, we're playing all these permutations. Then we went to Europa, we had a 4-4-2, we lost, and then after that, okay, we don't have to play the 4-4-2 anymore. Let's go and smash everybody with a 4-2-3-1 and win the title. Okay, we got another 2 games left, and the season comes to a end. No trophy. Terrible. We didn't even get a trophy. No trophy. That's it. Yeah, we have to smash everybody in this league. There's no two ways about it. Okay. All right, now we go in there. Team selection. Quick pick. Makrekes Kahine. Wow, this talk about rotation, man. I don't know some of these players. I've never seen him before. Okay, all right, let's go. Laimbo is leaving the club. I almost don't want to play him. Traitor. And the name of this team is Spartacus. Oh my goodness, what a name, man! I couldn't pronounce the rest. I can't pronounce the rest of the words in that name. Vodka passing it to Traore. It's the too easy. Campisi scores the goal again. Yeah, too easy. Makrekis comes in. Vodka with a simple ball down the line. Yeah, because we got players attacking the spaces. Tosan squares it. Kodro comes in and just finds the back of the net. Yep, okay, game over. Let's go into we're in key highlights already. Pressure on the back line. Fourth. Lopez looks long. Yep, we have a standard defense here. I'm not worried, man, about balls over the top. Yeah. Kodro with a poacher, looks for options and goes for goal. You can have a wing on support, AM on attack. If I play, okay, do you know why I play AM on support? AP on support. If you want to play AM on support, you must make sure that your AM attack, then you must, if you're doing an AM attack pattern here, right? The guy attacking, this guy attacking, this guy attacking, right? Then you got 3 fellas attacking the area. The problem with this setup is, if you lose the ball, you don't have 3 players defending. The reason why I always play a support is I guarantee 3 players defending. That way, I just don't worry about these 3 and and then sometimes I can unleash these 2. And sometimes if I feel like, being a bit more aggressive, right? That's when I start thinking, okay, fullback attack, one-man defense, these guys go up, and then I still attack. But if you play these guys at attack duty, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But then I'll probably play these 2 guys as support so that I don't open too many gaps in my tactic. Yeah. If you play like a DM on support, AM on attack, then what you're doing is you have to have the flank. That is a very central attacking pattern. You might score, but you won't score like 140 goals. You won't have a 140 goal striker. Yeah. Because you're not focusing play down. You're creating goal scoring opportunities, but you need to play them off each other, right? So you're playing you won't play an advanced one. You play a poacher and I've done poacher and shadow striker there. It works really nicely. But then the 2 wingers want support. And then I had these fullbacks coming in, feeding them. Yeah. We pass into space. So it will look like this. Okay, so let's turn this guy into a shadow striker. Okay, so now we turn this guy into a wing on support. See what happens now, the dynamic changes a lot. No? Because now what happens, this guy is no longer creative. So he's two attackers here, right? So I have to change this guy now. I got to get them into the middle. So fullback on, let's go fullback on support. I'll just go fullback on attack. I just change the whole tactic for fun. Okay, so go sit narrow inside. They have no, I don't think my players are very creative, so this will be quite funny. They never had to be creative their entire lives because they're uncreative players. So they all don't know how they bloody can't even draw a circle. Okay, so Volante is coming out. This is going to be pass into space, low cross. I'm not going to do a low cross. I'd have go all the way to byline. We don't need that. Okay, tempo is going to be slightly higher. Poacher, shadow striker, we're coming in like that. So it's going to be underlap left, underlap right, focus play left. Okay, so what am I doing now? So I'm drawing, when we build up here, I'm going to go this way. And when we build up here, we're going to go this way. So there's going to be a widest player looking for runs on the inside. So we got these two doing runs on the inside. And then you've got these guys coming in as well. All right, the libero is going to push out the volante. The shadow striker is going to come this side. So we're going to have these two attacking this space. So you won't see the poacher and the shadow striker like one behind the other. Sometimes you see them side by side. So let's go. See that? You see there's poacher and shadow striker side by side. Okay, so this is what you're going to see in a lot of the attacking patterns. They are side by side. They're not one in front of the other. So in this kind of a setup, the fullbacks will come up the pitch because you are playing in the setup because you need more options to feed the players. So you're taking more risks with this setup. Because if you play with you only play inverted fullback, right? You see now we are defending a lot, right? I also consider a goal, right? So in this setup, right, because the fullbacks I've exposed my defense. I've really exposed my defense because I normally, we normally never expose our defense, right? Because we're such a bad side. Okay. So end up, even if you do this, like, doesn't make a difference, though. Like, libero that dropped into defense, right? So if I go inverted fullback now, I have this three at the back. So what happens if I do this? Oh, that's a highlight straight away, man. We're doing a corner. So now I don't get the fullback. So I only have the wingers now creating chances for my team. See the risk now. Now I have to depend on these two to create chances. So just earlier I had a playmaker. I had two creators left and right of the attack. Now only I have them wider. They're the widest players. Earlier I didn't have them as the widest players. I had them as the central players. So this is the danger of having like a shadow striker AM on attack, because then you run into issues creating chances because your attacks become extremely one-dimensional. This becomes very one-dimensional because you're depending on these two. So if I had done this and I do this, now my attack is not one-dimensional anymore, right? So now I can go. So now this guy comes out, this guy goes here. So who are the creators now? It's going to be these two. These two are the creators. This is the reason why I don't play I don't play those roles on attack duty. I get much more bang for buck. Yeah, we won the cup already. We dominated the cup, man. We stormed the cup. We absolutely demolished the opposition in the cup. Oh, Civic, come on. I don't want to lose this game because I wanted to show you guys what will happen, right? And true enough, we conceded a goal because we've been solid, very solid defensively because we don't commit. We only commit the four guys in attack, and then we have these two wide playmakers. So I can have options on either side. And 4-4-2s on Football Manager can be dangerous if you leave gaps in your tactic. All right. Let's do a shot. I mean, I can't berate them. This was my own fault. Yeah, Polly, go. Go, Polly. Yeah, City, go. Yeah, Romy shoots, Romy scores. That's what we wanted. See? Easier. Because the reason why I like this is our rest defense is amazingly good. Because we got a 3, a 2, and I got 5 channels. All 5 channels occupied. So when I lose the ball, is but that's one of the reasons why I think the AP on support is a superior duty and superior duty. You can play AM on support too. There won't be any change if I do this. There won't be any change. It'll be the same because you play to his attributes. Because I'm after this shape. See? 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when we lose the ball, we win the ball back because it's a standard defensive line. Even I sometimes when I want to play again, when I was in Euro, I was playing low defensive line. So I really did commitment. What a ball. Okay, not too bad. We did okay. So we're going back to key highlights. Okay, all right. We're gonna take off Romy and bring on Lonka. Probably doesn't like me anymore. Civic for Popov. Zachariasen is gonna be rested. Noster for Cordoba. Politic for Zumbo Grube. I'll never play this guy. All right, 2-1. Good work. Kodro wins the ball. Poacher finds Tosan. Tosan out wide and crosses the ball. Shirley almost scored, man. Again, Tosan. Uh-oh. Come on. Oh, what a miss. Or is he offside? I think it was offside. Berate the team. No, that was a shot on target. Shot on goal. Okay, we're gonna take the Kahinde off. Bring on Zachariasen for the last few minutes. I know he's tired, but I think he can pitch in 10 minutes. Because Botka also has a yellow card. So I'd rather put somebody high up the pitch to do all the hard work. And we see out a win. Yay. I think this is the first goal we consider in a long time. So we won the cup. We've had some pretty good two good academy recruits. I'm really happy to see 2 academy recruits. One potentially, I can't wait for this guy to be a legend. So we got the under-19s Kovacs. I can't wait. So we're gonna develop him as a ball-winning midfielder. Support, right? And then give him quickness straight away. Okay. Here we got Takax. We're getting to be a ball-playing defender on defense. Looking at his attributes, I think we're gonna work on his mental. So anticipation. So we're gonna go defensive. Now attacking movement, off the ball anticipation decisions. Yeah, I know people will disagree with me all day long, but I don't care. Adam Bagi, Shadow Striker. Again, his mentals are not too good, but we're gonna Shadow Striker is fine. That's good. I think I did it early. We're gonna give him quickness. Okay. There's Zabo, there's the one and only. He's developing nicely. Okay, that's good. He's got resolute personality, but he has got to be promoted to the main team next year. Adam Peter Franks. Also, I mean, now we got to think about him going on loan. Squad, contract, transfer, loan status available for loan. Then we got Zabo as well. If he doesn't play for the main team, he's got to go on loan. But this is a problem, because the board won't give us a better training facility, so they're gonna like have an upper limit to how well they do. Ramdauter still okay, so that's okay. Transfer, I put him on loan as well. They need to go on loan. If they're not playing for me, they go on loan. Then we got Aaron Wren. I think I did him a shadow striker because he's short. Yeah, 168. Yeah, he's short. So yeah, we definitely going on loan. Training, transfer loan. Yeah, 100% going on loan. He's never playing for me. Benjamin Golek, A striker has got some height, 10, 18 composure. He'll be developing as a poacher. Give him quickness. Then Zlatan, Toth, the goalkeeper. I don't see any potential for the future with this guy. Then we got Alex Toth. Also, not very much potential. Although he has got the height, you know. We got him as a ball winning midfield on support, giving quickness. Alamasi, okay, this guy, yeah, we're gonna train him as a no-nonsense center defender, and then give him quickness. The rest of the players, I'm not gonna bother. Okay, I'm not bothering. I don't even worry about this group. Okay. It's a semi-decent group now. But we need money, you know. You see, I can't keep throwing because you see this, we're on a downward trend, right? We had a peak here, so I cannot go on spending too much. So we already did, some of this is some of this is because of the new facilities. We have facilities improvements, but there's not much, no. I mean, if I'm looking at my facilities, training facilities 12, academy coaching, they don't want to improve. So I can go to the board, ask them to make an investment in the academy coaching. Our recruitment is is 20. That's really good. So I'm gonna talk to them again. Board vision. Make board requests. Is here staff. Then increase the junior coaching budget. This will help with the academy coaching. Now that we won the title, won the cup, maybe we might get, you know, those guys going in. Oh yeah, you deserve it. Last game coming up. Let's see what they say. We'll see. Okay. Rejected. We're gonna discuss with the board. Yeah. They don't want me to because expensive, no. We don't have 10 million. We're not making like a lot of money every year. So we gotta start selling players. Something I don't want to do, but yeah, what to do? Got to do it. Here we go. Last game of the season. So we've seen our youth intake. We got a couple of guys that we can we're gonna give them a bit. We're gonna decide slowly whether any of these guys are good enough for the main team. Then we've got a system. We got a few systems. Okay, we got a 4-4-2. We also have a 4-1-3-2. We also have a 4-2-3-1. So we shall see what we need to do next season. And we're playing against MTK. MTK is a decent team. But our defensive line is not very high. So if we don't, we should be able to win this game. Unless our players become, you know, exceptionally lazy, which is always a possibility. They've already sewn up the title, right? That is a nonsensical defending. I think Liambo is in defense. You see, Serafima, Cordoba, Civic, Romy. My God, but this is like the starting 11. So us conceding, not happy with that result. MTK are going to sit back and defend after this. Not coming out again. They passed that ball through our defense, so obviously my defenders were not paying attention. They can't be bothered. We'll see. We already sewn up the title, so it's not surprising that the players are a bit lax. No, they're not. My guy just decided, well, you guys can't defend, I can score. Oh, beautiful run by my guy. Takes the ball into the box. Zacharias, my guy coming out from the wide position. There, DM. And then it comes in and it takes them all on and comes into the area and then smash. Took a lucky deflection. The keeper had that covered. The deflection got. Yeah, so 1-1. Good. MTK now will have to calm out a bit to attack us if they want to win. Get something from this match. Civic. Vargas attempt at goal easily smothered by the keeper. Cordoba to Romy. Romy now looking for options. He's going to take it all on his own. Yep. Here comes Escobar to Baldarasa. Looking long. Again, they try to get behind our line. Our defensive line now paying attention. Cordoba coming back to defend. Romy. What a terrible pass from Romy. They are slack. They are slack, baby. Civic. Romy made a long pass and then it was a bit short. Again, another short pass. This is terrible. Okay, we're going to have to change something. All right, there are too many short passes. I'm going to drop it to this. I'm not going to play pass in all over crosses. We're going to do mix. Okay, then we're going to hold shape. Okay. Another reason why that's happening is because our defensive line is quite low. So they're not supporting the attacks. They're not running up with the ball as well. So they're just passing from deeper positions. So what I'm trying to do is get them closer together as a first option. The second option would be to raise the defensive line. They're going super narrow, man. Politic. They're going to be trying to punch through our midfield, which is not a bad strategy. Civic, Varga, but Romy says you're going to have to work harder than that. We got the goal. It's a 2-1 now. MTK is behind as the fireworks are going off in the stadium. Celebrations, the party is beginning. I think I didn't expect not to win the title. I mean, I did. Yeah. I never had a doubt we were going to win the title. Like I said before, if I lose the title, I mean, these kind of saves are fun in the sense I can always change tactics and try different things. All right, we're getting 3 changes. So we changed the attack. So we got Shirley, Traore, and Kahinde. Not bad players. I won't say that they're better than the players on the pitch. Tosan, Romy. They might, even if they get a goal, it's just a point, right? But nice work from Zach. But they have a chance to break the record points total. Serafimov, Cordoba, Traore, Romy, out to Zachariason. Nice pass to Tosan. The width change definitely helped us. What a ball. Zachariason in the area, takes a shot. Keeper parries it, puts it out of the harm's way. So what do you guys think? I think, do you all think Liam Delap is going to be kick off and have a fantastic career at Chelsea? I think Liam Delap is not a bad signing. But will he be I don't think he's gonna be I don't think Chelsea are gonna be in the top 3 next season. Top 7 maybe. I think 4th to 7. Even Champions League, I don't rate them next season. Arsenal, Liverpool, City, even Liverpool, I'm a bit worried. Arsenal and City, Champions League material 100%. Okay, we done it. We won the title and we set a new record in the process. Yeah, we broke the previous record, which was 78 in our very first. We did it. 78. Tottenham Hotspur are the champions of England, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Tottenham Hotspur have won the English Premier League. Man City second, Chelsea third, and Liverpool fourth. This could be a sign of things to come next season. Yeah. I won't be surprised if this is the league table for Liverpool next season. I saw a video about class experiment 2 strikers, and all it was showing me was the wingers cutting inside and staying central with other players. But it's just a form. Yeah, it's no. Having 2 players in the box, quite common. Trying to get 2 guys to attack. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Real San Sebastian, Mallorca in 4th. Wow. Almira in 5th. That's some. So they got Napoli and AC Milan and Inter Milan. The 3. Okay, nothing too surprising there. Okay. All right. For us, I think we've done okay, We done okay. We were expected to win the title. We won. We lost 2 games. We lost to MTK, so got a revenge on them. We actually lost at home, no, to MTK, but we managed to defeat MTK. No, I think I can't remember. Was it home or away? We lost 2 games to MTK this season. One of those games was terrible. At home, yeah, we lost to them at home. I never thought I'd lose to MTK, but we were trying to rotate our team for the Europa, right? For the Europa matches. Look at the average rating for this team. But top goal scorer we didn't get because we kept changing tactics. So I'm gonna have to aim for it next season. Other than that, we did okay. We are, like I said, we don't win the title, something's wrong with me. I definitely should quit playing Football Manager. My goal is to do well in the Champions League. So next season we gotta have to build again, and then we've done well. I mean, we've been able to beat teams that are much better than us in the Europa League this season. I was really impressed with Sevilla, the win over Sevilla, where we actually played a low defensive line and we beat Sevilla playing a defensive game. Beat them and still dominated the game defensively, which is kind of a mystery to me because those kind of things, like, how does it happen? But okay, that was a good result for us. But next season we gotta do better. And yes, on that note, I think we should call it, man. We just finished the season. There's no point like going preseason, right? So I'll get the preseason done and then we'll be back now, and then move with the save along. It'll be quite boring, right? Sitting down here, chit-chat. Preseason, what the hell is preseason? Why in the world is going for preseason? We'll come into the more important parts about developing players and stuff like that. That's what we're going to do. There are definitely players that we can sell. A lot of players are wanted. I mean, I'm looking at the screen right now. I've got at least 6 players wanted. We're going to have to sell players. This kind of says you got to sell players. So you can't just keep them. You're going to need to make. The goal in the first season is to make money. Hang on to those players. So I want to thank everybody for coming on the stream today. You've been absolutely sensational. The season has come to an end. Won the title. We did okay in Europa. What are the expectations for next season? What is the board gonna expect from us? We don't know yet, but we certainly are gonna try and find out. So you guys stay safe. Once again, thank you for your support. Have a great rest of the day ahead. I shall see you tomorrow for Diagnosis, a chance for us to play with your tactics. Once again, that stream starts a bit later. So you guys, see you soon. Bye-bye.